There are moments in life when time stops, like when your first child is born, or when you realize the woman screaming in your driveway just backed her SUV into your brand new gate, and three men in suits with earpieces step out from behind her hydrangeas and draw their guns. Samantha Caldwell was still filming herself shrieking when the taller agent pointed at her Pomeranian and said, "Calm as ever, ma'am, I need you to step away from the dog." That was the exact second I realized my life had stopped being normal. The morning had started like any other in Maple Hill, a suburb so aggressively serene it felt like it had been built in a simulation. I was sipping burnt coffee on my porch, watching a squirrel and a crow argue over a bagel half, when the tranquility shattered. A white Escalade came barreling down the street and slammed into my ornate wrought iron gate, crumpling the front like tinfoil. Smoke hissed from the hood. Out stepped Samantha, local drama queen, suburban elite, and chronic online oversharer, wearing leopard print leggings and fury-like armor. She stormed out of the car and immediately began shouting. "This is all your fault," she screamed, as though I had relocated my gate into her path in the middle of the night. "Who puts a gate in the center of a driveway? This is entrapment." Before I could respond, she whipped out her phone and began live streaming. "Look at this madness. Entrapment. Sabotage. I could have died." The camera dipped to her trembling Pomeranian, a puffball named Duchess Taffy, vibrating in the passenger seat like a cursed loofah. I set down my coffee and approached her slowly, wondering if I was still asleep or trapped in a bizarre sitcom. "I demand you pay for my bumper." "This is warfare," she hollered. Just then, the gate, now mangled, creaked open. From the shadows beyond, three men in suits emerged. They looked like extras from a political thriller. Black suits, mirrored sunglasses, and calm expressions. The one in the middle flashed a badge so fast I barely saw the words. "United States Secret Service." Samantha shrieked. "Oh my God, is this a cover-up?" One of the agents raised a hand. "Ma'am, we need you to remain calm." Her response was to hurl her phone into the bushes and try to unbuckle her dog. At that moment, my 15-year-old daughter, Lexi, stepped onto the porch with a cereal bowl in one hand and her phone in the other. She took in the scene and said, "Told you something was off about the shed." The agents turned toward her. "Who are you?" the tall one asked. Lexi grinned. "The one who figured out you guys were using our backyard for signal routing. By the way, your encryption sucks. I got like 3 videos proving it." "Istir de here." "You what now?" "Not that illegal," she shrugged. "Didn't crack the main node. Just intercepted a ping from a black satellite. Pretty sure it's called Barnell." Samantha, still flailing, tried to jump back into her SUV. The shortest agent intercepted her, gently unbuckled Duchess Taffy, and handed the dog to Lexi. "I'm not going to Guantanamo again." Samantha howled. "Not a second time." The tall agent, who later introduced himself as Agent Monroe, approached me. "Mr. Hayes," he said, lowering his sunglasses. "May we speak to you in private? It's about the structure behind your pool." "The shed?" I asked. "Yes," he said, "except it's not a shed." Lexi gasped dramatically. "Knew it." Agent Patel, the more relaxed of the trio, offered a sheepish smile. It was supposed to stay off-grid. But then, he gestured toward Samantha, plowed into a motion-triggered proximity node. Before he could say more, Samantha tried to bribe the agents with Bath Bob Body Works gift cards. Duchess Taffy was now biting Monroe's pant leg like it was divine chew toy. A small crowd had gathered on the sidewalk, recording everything. "What the hell is going on?" I muttered. Agent Monroe leaned in. "You're living on a classified Cold War uplink station that was never decommissioned, and someone is trying to reactivate it." I blinked. "Ooh." He glanced at Samantha, who was now sipping kombucha offered by a well-meaning neighbor. "We think she might be connected." The ground trembled. Lexi looked at her phone. The node just pinged again. "Whatever it is, it's waking up." That was when my idea of a relaxing weekend officially died. Inside the house, I munched on pretzels while Agents Monroe and Patel argued over the Wi-Fi password. Lexi sat beside me, too calm for someone whose conspiracy TikToks were turning out to be more truth than theory. Turns out our shed housed a disguised uplink terminal tied to a dormant surveillance program. Thanks to Samantha and her kamikaze SUV, it was active again. She's trending, Patel announced. He tilted his laptop toward me. There Samantha was, standing outside a Dollar Tree, declaring war on the deep state lizard facility embedded in the haze yard. She started a GoFundMe, Lexi added. Justice for Samantha. Already raised over $1,300. Monroe groaned. She could take down an entire network by stepping near it. She already did, Patel muttered. I try to keep my tone steady. So what now? My daughter hacked your system. My neighbors live streaming national secrets. What's next? We contain the situation, Monroe said, and maintain normalcy. No one can know what this place really is. Too late, Lexi muttered. The phrase Hayes House was now trending. Samantha had recorded Monroe's badge, the interior of the shed, and blurry footage of encrypted hard drives. People think we're harboring alien tech, I said. Or AI, Lexi added. Or JFK's cryogenically frozen head. We have to kill the story, Monroe said. You guys are Secret Service. She has a smartphone and a Pomeranian with fans. Monroe deployed an interference device that jammed all wireless signals in the area. Samantha's live stream died mid-rant. Her scream echoed down the block. Temporary fix, Patel said. We can only jam for 15 minutes at a time. News vans started arriving after lunch. Samantha held a press conference from her lawn. Her t-shirt read, Shed happens. Monroe looked ready to combust. Hours blurred. Surveillance, snacks, Lexi gleefully live blogging. The twist came at sunset. There's a duplicate node, Patel said, pointing at his laptop. It's active, but not here. Where? Monroe asked. Community garden. We followed them there. Inside the garden was a shed identical to ours. Copycat, Lexi muttered. Monroe froze. It's been opened. Patel examined a disturbed patch of dirt. Something had been buried and unearthed. Samantha was here first, Monroe said, shocked. The implications hit hard. She hadn't stumbled upon this. She was searching for it. By Thursday, she had formed a group, Patriots Against Gates. Over 4,000 members. A logo featuring a bald eagle bursting through a picket fence. She marched through the neighborhood, chanting slogans and distributing flyers. Inside, Lexi had hacked into the uplink files. She uncovered a prototype, an autonomous AI surveillance drone. Still active, still learning, and it was gone. Friday, Samantha hosted a freedom picnic. She wore a poncho. The dog wore sunglasses. People brought smoke machines. Then it happened again. A new drone appeared overhead, sleek, black, and dangerous. It's scanning, Lexi whispered. The drone echoed Samantha's voice from a prior stream. I am the threat. Panic. The drone dropped the device. Patel tossed it over the fence seconds before it exploded. This isn't recon, Monroe shouted. It's escalation. We ran to the garage. The drone followed. Lexi grabbed the damaged drone's core. Monroe threw it into the air. The enemy drone caught it. Monroe triggered a pulse. The drone fried, screamed, and crashed. Smoke. Silence. Did I survive another drone attack? Samantha asked. Yep, Lexi said. You broke the internet again. 2 days passed. Peace returned. Monroe whispered to me before leaving. That drone wasn't the last. It was a scout. We tried to move on. Then the barbecue happened. Monroe's idea. Public damage control. It worked until it didn't. Avon. Tinted windows. Unmarked. Lexi detected a new signal. A bigger drone appeared. Samantha froze. It remembers me, she said. It projected her voice again. I am the threat. A pulse. A drop. En explosion. More chaos. We ran. Monroe tossed the original core. The drone caught it. Monroe detonated it. It dropped like a dead wasp. Samantha stood up. To my followers, freedom isn't free. The agents packed up. They gave Lexi a card. Division 7. Samantha's a public figure now. Podcasts. Marches. Me? I saw my gate back.